Welcome. Subscribe now to not miss anything. And as it gets closer and closer and I follow it, it passes me by. And I look and I went, no way. It was my ex-wife. I knew her car. It was an Isuzu Impulse. And she goes flying by and I'm like, no way. And all of a sudden, the next thing I know, she's turned around, pulled over in front of me and starting to get out of the car. And I looked at it and I said, oh my goodness. And all these little idiosyncrasies that had happened, little specific things that I've been prepared for a 1-minute window on the side of the road, listening to how David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear. And I'm staring at her and I start laughing because God has such a sense of humor that he's actually making one of these stories happen while my desire was to share these stories with her. And of course I fell over in the car, I'm laughing so hard. And my dog's looking at me like, what are you doing? Well, she starts getting out of the car and sees me fall over in the truck, you know, my head, boom. And I was like, no way. And she basically came back to there like, are you okay? Are you all right? And I said, well, yeah, I'm fine. And I couldn't catch my breath because I was laughing. And she goes, what's wrong? And I'm like, you're not gonna believe this, but I've been praying, asking God to have you contact me so I could share my Jesus stories. And then here I am out in the middle of nowhere on the side of the road in a 1-minute window, and you drive up. And she's like, what's going on? I mean, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it wasn't important, but she's like, and I said, we gotta talk. And so she said, okay. So we met in town and we sat down at a restaurant, maybe in Dairy Queen, I don't remember, but we sat there and I shared with her for several hours.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like for more.